Hi guys, so I'm back after the gap of 4 or 5 years, I must say. Anyhow, uh, it's kind of shocking that why I took so long to make another video, but finally I am. So today's video is actually a brief introduction about me taking the IELTS exam. And this video, again, as same like my previous videos, this video is just specifically for the members of my group, which is MCCQE, as you can see on the top. It's just for the members, just in case anybody of you are struggling to take this exam, and what did I do to pass this exam, and just my, I guess, a summary for the exam. So basically, I took this exam roughly 3 or 4 days ago. So I took this exam at the IDP. IDP, yeah, I took the exam with IDP Malaysia. I took the exam with them. And yeah, just to begin with, there are two organizations here in Malaysia who conduct this exam. One is the IDP Malaysia, and the other one is British Council. So I was in doubt either to go with British Council or the IDP. So this decision was made quite easy, considering the fact my wife took British Council Malaysia and her experience was horrific. I mean, to a fact where she ended up losing her stuff because some of her stuff was stolen, apparently went missing, and there were no proper lockers at her at the place where she took the exam, and there were so many people, not proper accommodation. Well, that's a topic for another time, I must say. So that made my choice easier, I would say. So that's why I just went with IDP Malaysia. Yeah, that was the reason. And I took the exam at a nearby center, which is IDP Sobang, and it was great. I mean, to begin with, the experience was great. It was really smooth. I went as per their instructions. The moment I entered the center, there was a designated locker. I was able to just put my stuff in. I just walked through the center. Everything was fine. I was able to familiarize myself with the center. After that, I just sat down and waited for my turn to come. So once I entered that area, I think first you enter the station, then there is a designated waiting area lounge in which they give you a brief a video demonstration prior to you entering the exam area, and it is connected your center and then your middle area, which is a designated waiting area, plus the demonstration area where they tell you the instructions regarding the exam. And then there is a way through the same room to the examination area, or a hall where they have computers and all that. So it was very smooth, extremely smooth. And yeah, it took me 3 hours to take, roughly 2 hours and 45 minutes to do the writing, listening, and writing, listening, and reading. Yeah, it took me 2 hours and 45 minutes, and then everything went smooth. I guess the listening was the best and the easiest part. Then came the reading, and I would say reading was somewhat complicated for me. I'm not sure because whatever I did during my prep, it was a bit off. I mean, my reading was difficult. I just felt difficult. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then came the writing part. So writing part was also, there were two topics. One of the topic was concerning uh, the people who bought food stuff and uh, other common goods from hypermarkets from continental countries. That was the writing essay one, and then the other one was a similar kind of topic in the task two. So yeah, this was just a brief overview, and then I was done with it. And then once I was done with the exam, I took another 15 to 30 minutes break, and then I went straight for my speaking. During the speaking, it was the examiner asked me about my idea regarding public my idea regarding group opinion. How does it matter than individual opinion? I found the topic to be kind of so complicated, if I may. So yeah, anyhow, it went well, and that was about it. So this is just a brief overview. uh, to be exact, I would say for my speaking, if I talk specifically about speaking, I did not prepare for speaking section at all. I just went in as I just use my daily conversation. One specific thing about the speaking I must say or add is that I went through so many videos on YouTube, because that is where I basically did most of my surfing regarding the exam. And when I went through the content of IELTS in YouTube, it was so surprising for me that every person who was speaking on YouTube actually spoke with such fluid, he was so fluid. The person, everybody was so fluid regard when they were speaking. And whenever I spoke when I was preparing, it was never so fluid. I have no idea why those people were so fluid and I wasn't. So then I figured out this is all practiced. This is all they are preparing before, and this is just for demonstration. It is not actual exam stuff. And there is not even a single video that I came across was actually a real exam simulation, because everything was like prepped prior to the video. They already knew. So it was a complete contrast in my exam. And then when I ended up doing my speaking bit, I was kind of in a dilemma where I thought, okay, I am gonna be doing awful during my speaking section. But it wasn't the case. I mean, I felt my speaking went awful, but then when the result came, the result ended to be, I mean, I got band 8, yeah, in my speaking. So if anything I took out from that, I mean, that component of the exam is, you guys just try to be natural. Do not follow any of these YouTube videos where they tell you this exam, I mean, this question has this answer, this question has this answer. You try to do this, you try to do that, and then do not try to comprehend the topics prior to the topic that the examiner asks you, because that will end up, I mean, that will lead for you, that will lead to you, I mean, that will lead it to a way where you guys would end up speaking something that you had already comprehended, and that might not be the topic also. So that might make things complicated. So anyhow, just try to be natural. You do not have to be fluid, as long as your idea is clear and you are able to get it through to the examiner. I'm pretty sure you will do very good in speaking. When it comes to listening bit is the same thing. I mean, it's our daily life stuff. I must add, some questions might be easier than the others, because most of the questions that I prepared my listening and my reading was from IELTS online practicetest.com. Yeah, IELTS online practicetest.com. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys to check it out later. It was really helpful because I wanted to take the exam online, and then this website offers you all the reading and listening tests free of cost online. Then they have seminars online. Everything is free, and it is absolutely wonderful, the website. I mean, I must say it was really helpful for the middle two components, which are listening and reading. And I did roughly maybe 10 question 10 exams, 10 practice exams uh, each for reading and for listening. Then the final bit was writing task 1 and writing task 2. So now there are a couple of things that we must keep in mind regarding task 1 and task 2. Task 1, minimum 3 to 4 paragraphs. Paragraph 1 should be the paraphrasing of the topic given plus the overview. Then paragraph 2 should be the body part A, and paragraph 3 should be the body part B. So body part A is basically the explanation of the graph, and body part B is further explanation of the graph, because then you will get roughly task 1 always offers four or five different types of question. Either there will be a bar chart, or a line chart, or a pie chart, or a map, or some sort of um, graphical representation or something of that sort. Yeah, so these are the question task 1. And then task 2 is, task 1 is also is 150 minutes, and then ideally you should not spend more than 20 minutes on it. Then task 2 is 254 minutes. Ideally you should spend 40 minutes on it. And then it has to be, it needs to have at least 4 paragraphs. Four paragraphs. First is the introduction. That comes with the paraphrasing. I mean, this is how it, that comes with the paraphrasing of the topic along with the thesis statement. And then comes the body paragraph A, body paragraph B, and then finally conclusion. So that one has 4. So yeah, in conclusion, and then they roughly give you either a opinion based topic or a discussion based topic. So you have to choose either one, what topic they're giving and how do you want to proceed with it. So yeah, this about it. Yeah, and then another shout out to one of our group members. She helped me a lot. I mean, you guys would have seen in the comments when I put up a post where I was thanking the person. So yeah, you guys, basically this group is not only for me to help you guys are also helping me a lot. So that is the whole purpose of this group that we have. We help each other, and then that is the reason. I mean, I feel I got to learn a lot from you guys regarding my IELTS. So thank you so much. As always, I'm not a professional. I make these videos which are completely unscripted. They are unedited. When I feel like making one, I just turn on the camera and speak in one go. So please pardon whatever grammar mistakes you end up seeing, or whatever thing you think is kind of funny. So that is all just natural. It really doesn't matter. The main thing about this video is I am just trying to uh, let you guys know my experience. And if you have any suggestions, or if you guys have any questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask. And as usual, keep prospering, you guys, keep doing well. Currently I'm working and then helping guys with the active group, and then we are just doing what we do best, help each other. Okay guys, bye, see you.